Shalom, everyone. I hope that you are doing fabulous. Thanks for joining for maybe a reading. It may just be a chit chat. I'm not sure. I'm sharing something here on the channel that is connected with some stuff that came out this morning. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My channel is a lot different than a lot of tarot reading channels, probably than you probably are going to experience, but if you'll just stick around, you'll learn me as we go. I'm not churchy or religious, but I sure could come across that way, really heavy, really strong. I do have a Hebraic descent. I love all 10 of the commandments. I worship our Elohim that created us and breathed his life inside of us, and I love him, and I chase after him in his truth by way of the word, and the scripture is actually found in the tarot, and so it's honored here. I'm all for uprightness. We look at a lot of heavy core criminal activity, and we just do frontline warfare here, really. So anyway, I'm glad to have you if you stay. You'll just have to learn me as we go, and welcome and all that kind of stuff. Those of you who are a part of this channel, I appreciate you so very much. Got to be people out there that are upright in your heart and chase after the truth and acknowledge our creator, and I appreciate you. I do. Someday I'm going to be able to meet some of you all face to face. I believe that with all my heart. This morning I did a general reading, and I named it Bloody Conflict because one of the cards that came out said bloody conflict, and we are dealing with a lot of war and bloody stupidness. Some people have been dealing with stuff for quite some time and have not gotten anywhere in the situation thus far, but we know that the battle belongs to Yehovah Elohim. He teaches our hands how to war, and he gave me a scripture in Numbers the other day, and I had to go and look it up again and read it. If you hear in the background, I have the shofar going off, and Yehovah had me turn to the scripture the other day about blowing the shofar in war. And that reading that I did this morning, where the card stated that there was a bloody conflict, I began to think about this scripture that I'm going to read. But when I got home tonight and just put on my old baggy clothes and pulled my hair back and stuff, I took my hands in my homemade deck, and Deuteronomy 24:43 came out, and it states, "For Yehovah avengeth the blood of his children, and will judge and execute vengeance on his enemies. To those who hate him will he render retribution, and Yehovah will purify the land of his people." That's a promise, people. It's a promise. To blow the shofar, he tells his people, us who walk in the truth and live by his word and the commandments. It states here in Numbers chapter 10 verse 9, "And if you go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you." Last night when I did a reading, I named it "The Thunder Rolls." There's people who are oppressing people in all kinds of different ways, and they like that kind of stuff. And because, they are banking on oppressing you and I and getting gain and stuff like that, and we've been having a lot of stuff about usury come out. Yehovah stated just like that he was going to take care of those people, and so these people who are oppressing good-hearted people are going to get it from Yehovah. I'm blowing the shofar for Yehovah to avenge for the blood of his children that have been oppressed, depressed, thrown out, treated like they ain't nothing. And Yehovah Elohim, the maker of heaven and earth, is coming after you. He says those who hate him, he's going to meet you face to face. You have no fear of Yehovah. You're an idiot. You're a fool. You're a disgrace. He will meet you face to face. He didn't just have my hands grab that scripture after doing that reading this morning. So if we go to war in our land against the enemy that oppresses us. He says, then you shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and you shall be remembered before Jehovah your Elohim, and you shall be saved from your enemies. So I just blow it out right now. Blow it out for the lost lives that have shed their blood in all uprightness and have went to war for people and have stood their ground for the truth's sake. And it wasn't going to be for in vain, and it never was and never will be, because Jehovah's getting up and he's going to take vengeance on all his children who have shed blood, from the least to the greatest. I just want to share it. I won't do a reading here, but I'll be back for one. I just wanted to share all this. I really am feeling a lot of big energy. So those of you who have been oppressed and down and out, Jehovah sees it. He sees it. He gave us the word hope the other day. So hope against hope if you have to. We are coming to the end of this. He gave us the word completion. Jehovah's fixing to do something really big here. So I just want to share it with you. I'll be back for a reading. Shalom.